What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Xbox Developer Direct 2025. Dude, I want to see what's coming soon for Xbox. Xbox has been on an upward slope over these past couple of years and months because they've been down for a while. And the last couple of these Developer Directs that they've had have actually been pretty good, especially the first one. I like how they do them. It's different from PlayStation State of Play, where it just shows you, this. This actually gets like a bigger, like a deeper look into like the studio itself, as well as the games. So you can see the game they're working on, the people who are working on the game, and kind of get a kind of feel of how the studio operates. So I think they're freaking pretty cool. But anyway, we got about 42 seconds left. I'm probably gonna skip the rest of this part, so we're just gonna jump straight to it. So, I definitely can't wait to see Doom Dark Ages. But anyway, 30 seconds. Let's get it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Woo! I think Doom is the thing I want to see the most. I don't know what other games they're going to show. I go into these type of things completely blind. Like, I want to find out stuff when I'm watching it, not beforehand. Which is why I don't deal with leaks and all of that other garbage. All games support Xbox Play Anywhere, Xbox Cloud Gaming. Okay. Peggy 18. Oh, he ain't say it. Damn. Four games. Four studios. That was Compulsion, I think. Straight from the devs. I don't think devs get as much credit as they should. Because people always like judge the game. Like, oh, this game is cool, or this game sucks, or whatever, this game is mid, blah, 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 blah. But it's like the work that goes into making a game. That's why it always killed me when people were like, people see a trailer for something at like Game Awards or whatever, they're like, oh, where's the gameplay? There's no gameplay, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, do you know how long it takes to make a game? Be glad the game is coming. Like, you'll get gameplay down the road. Don't expect every single little teaser trailer to have gameplay in it. Xbox Game Studios. Koei Tecmo? Every time I see this intro, I always think of Ninja Gaiden or Dead or Alive. Speaking of which, can we get another Dead or Alive? Oh, Team Ninja, I'm so stupid. I knew what I was thinking, but I said the wrong name. I know somebody went straight to the comments. Koei Tecmo, this dude's a moron. You're right.
こんにちは、コエテクモゲームスチーム忍者の安田文彦です。
Say Koei Tecmo, shut up.
今日は皆様にチーム忍者が長く大切にしてきたアクションシリーズの新情報を発表できる機会をいただけてとても嬉しく思います。早速ですが、こちらをご覧ください。
If he said the game name, I missed it.
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja. However,
is it Ninja Gaiden?
The Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
They ain't Ryu, but okay.
Commencing mission.
Platinum? Hey, it's Ninja Gaiden, dude! Yo! Okay.
No escape.
See, this is why you go into things blind. I didn't know they were making a new Ninja Gaiden. Other than that one they showed off at Game Awards was like side-scrolling. Woo! all futuristic too. Dude, Platinum Games, like, they know how to make some action games.
Weak.
And the freaking Ninja Gaiden, dude? Oh my god. What the? That's some bullet hell stuff.
Ryu Hayabusa.
Oh, that is Ryu. What?
Whatever your clan is plotting,
Well, there you go.
it ends here.
Oh, so it's Ryu and the other dude. Whoever the new dude is. Yes, sir.
Come, Raven.
Raven.
Back off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
Man, got the one wing. Ninja
世界中
Gaiden
の町人の皆さん
4.
10年以上大変お待たせしました。最強の忍者となり容赦なく襲い来る敵に挑むハイスピードアクション忍者ガイデンのナンバリング最新作として忍者ガイデン4を発表させていただきました。本作はプラチナゲームズさんとの協業で開発を進めています。
Oh, dude, I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
プラチナゲームズさんのアクションゲームというジャンルにおける実績は言うまでもなく、ベヨネッタやニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを生み出してこられました。忍者ガイデン4というタイトルを10年以上の時を超えて新たに皆様にお届けするにあたり、より多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう、新たな世界を新主人公であるもう一人の町人
Raven looks
ヤクモ
cool.
で冒険するという形で制作することにしました。先ほどご覧いただいた映像の中で
Look at his armor!
リュウハヤブサも登場しておりましたが、彼は今回も物語に密接に関わってきます。なぜヤクモと戦うことになったのか、リュウハヤブサが戦う目的は何なのか、本作の物語の中で展開していきま
Clash
す。
with
任
Yakuma.
務は必ず成し遂げる。邪魔をするな。
物語は黒竜がもたらした正気の雨によって荒廃した首都東京が舞台となっています。
Okay.
この雨は黒竜がまだ生きている証であり、雨が止まない限り東京に安寧は訪れません。
Dude, this looks tough.
今作の新主人公であり、ハヤブサと対をなす
Okay, it's from the Raven clan. Okay, I got
す
you.
るヤク
The
モは
arrival of the
首
Hayabusa
都東京
clan.
で黒竜を倒
That's why I
し、
called
こ
him
の
Raven.
世界を晴らすため戦いに身を投じます。
これまで忍者ガイデンシリーズで描かれてきたダークでハードな世界観は継承し、そこにさらに危機を感じさせる要素として呪いやより混沌とした景観のデザインを取り入れています。ステージプレイ中に街が呪いの
You
影
know
響
this
を
game's gonna be
ビルは崩れ
freaking
道は歪
difficult.
みヤクモをピンチに陥れることでしょう。舞台となる東京はとある出来事によって街全体が崩壊し、魔族やヤクモと敵対する勢力がひしめき合う状態になっており、環境全体がプレイヤーに牙を向くように感じられるはずです。
They like the design of the enemies too. Still has like that familiar like
前作より
Ninja Gaiden
立体的に
style, but it's like a
危険
futuristic.
に満ちたステージをリングやシリーズおなじみの
Because they kind of remind me of the White Ninjas
忍
from
者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくこ
like
と
the
になりま
first
す。
game.
レールアクション、スイングアクションなどのダイナミックで爽快なシチュエーションを多く追加しました。
Man, I got a
こ
graphic
れら
look
以
at
外にも
everything.
さまざまなシチュエーションやチャレンジ、隠されたアイテムなどを用意しており、ステージが進むごとに上がっていくテンションにも驚いていただけると思います。
Dude, I was most excited for Doom. I think I'm most excited for Ninja Gaiden now.
新しい主人公のヤクモはリュウハヤブサに次ぐ新たな町
Oh,
人
I
で
like her
す。
voice.
彼にはまだ若さも残っていますが、カラス一門を背負う天才忍者でもあり、忍者ガイデンシリーズにおける忍者の頂点、竜と肩を並べる次世代の町人たり得る
Oh,
人
look, I like
物と
his
して
stance.
デザインしています。
So cool.
そんなヤクモの前に立ちふさがるのは荒れ果てた東京の治安維持組織であり、黒竜の封印を守る竜神島や現世に蔓延する人ならざる者妖魔、そしてもちろんシリーズおなじみの魔人も登場します。また現時点では公開していませんが、新たなキャラクターやシリーズファンの方に喜んでいただける人物も登場しますので、続報にご期待ください。
従来のシリーズからバトルスピードをさらに加速させ、目にも止まらぬスピードで敵との攻防を繰り広げることができます。さらにヤクモが使える新要素、結節忍術ヌエの型を駆使したダイナミックな攻撃によってこれまでから大きく進化した一対他の戦闘を可能にしました。ヌエの型ではこれまでの忍者ガイデンにはない広範囲かつ一撃必殺の攻撃となっており、多勢に無勢の状態が長く続く戦況を一気に覆すことができます。もちろん1対1の戦闘における比率も健在です。プレイヤー同様、敵もガードや回避をしてくるため緊張感のあるフェアな戦闘を味わうことができます。敵の動きをしっかりと捉えながら一瞬の隙を逃さずに攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です。ヌエの型によって忍者ガイデンのアクションの味わいにさらなる進化を感じられるかと思います。
特にアクションに関しては手触り、バランス調整など細部にわたり日々議論させていただき、会社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただいています。本作の主人公であるヤクモは竜とは一味違うアクションを有していますが、その中でもしっかりと忍者ガイデンらしさを感じていただけると思います。例えばカラス、ヌエ、2つの型があるという点がヤクモの大きな特徴ですが、それらが持つ多彩な性能のアクションを用いて敵や状況ごとに使い分ける攻略の深みや滅却、絶技などを絡めた抑揚あるスピーディーな攻防などはもちろんヤクモでも健在です。
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心地になっていますので、さまざまな戦闘バリエーションを楽しむことができるようになっています。ヤクモ、そして竜ハヤブサの双方で飛燕、伊豆名落としなどシリーズおなじみのアクションも駆使しつつ新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガイデンにご期待ください。忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯応えやグレードの高いアクション体験の継承、さらに我々プラチナゲームズの特徴であるスピーディーなアクションやダイナミックな演出も取り入れ、進化した正当続編を作り上げるべく総力を挙げて開発を進めております。
容赦ない敵とのいかなる攻防にもフェアに戦える手触りをヤクモでも目指しています。皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています。
シリーズファンはもちろんのこと、忍者ガイデンを初めてプレイする方でも存分に楽しめる作品になっておりますので、ぜひ発売をお待ちください。
長年にわたってプラチナゲームズさんと共にまさに忍者のように潜んで忍者ガイデン4の開発を進めてきましたが、ついに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います。2025年秋に本作を皆様にお届けできるのを楽しみにしています。続報にもぜひご期待ください。
Dude, we starting with the fall games already. Anderson Game Pack!
さて本日お伝えしたい発表はそれだけではありません。こちらをご覧ください。
It's in Game Pass too, dude. Dude, that's the freaking towers from Ninja Gaiden 2. Is this Ninja Gaiden 2? This is Ninja Gaiden 2. Is it not?
My path leads through the land of the dead.
Whoa!
And thus the sun sets on the Dragon Ninja bloodline.
Genshin, go back to hell.
All paths before me are cruel.
Did they remake 2?
Our time has come.
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black。
忍者ガイデン2のオリジナル版は2008年に Xbox360 で発売し、バイオレンスな表現とハイスピードなバトルを皆様にお楽しみいただいた作品です。今作忍者ガイデン2ブラックではオリジナル版の表現に立ち戻り、アンリアルエンジン5を用いてグラフィックを大幅に刷新、忍者ガイデン2の完全版として開発いたしました。美麗なグラフィックでお楽しみいただけるのはもちろん、竜ハヤブサに加え、綾音、もみじ、レイチェルもプレイブルキャラクターとして登場します。そして本作は本日コンソール、PC、そして Xbox ゲームパスでこの後すぐに発売となります。忍者ガイデンシリーズを長年応援いただいている皆様はもちろんのこと、本日忍者ガイデンを知っていただいた皆様も忍者ガイデン4の発売前にぜひ本作をお楽しみください。今年はチーム忍者創立30周年の節目であり、本日発表させていただいた忍者ガイデン4を含め2025年は忍者の年、イヤーオブザ忍者となります。ぜひ忍者ガイデンシリーズの展開にご注目ください。本日はありがとうございました。
I'm waiting till this is over. This is how we're starting Xbox. Reset my camera. Yo! And we still got Doom coming. All right.
Hi, and welcome to
Compulsion Games
here in Montreal, Canada.
Hey, Whitney.
At our studio, we care about world building, and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own. From the magical noir of Contrast to the alternate history we
I loved Contrast. I know it was like a small game. That was the first game I had on PlayStation 4. When PlayStation 4 first came out,
third-person action adventure game.
Contrast was free.
Bring a folkloric deep south to life.
I got all the trophies in it.
This gave us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist. So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her.
Like they showed this before, like a year or two ago, but the footage they're showing now looks better. Like you can see the progress between before and now.
Did you pack everything? Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do. As long as you didn't forget the flashlights and batteries. Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go. Won't be rushed if you didn't. Don't mumble. Speak on it. I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter. Now, you want to bring this up right now. I'm just saying. Hazel, please. We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else. Hazel!
Her whole house swept away.
Hazel may start her journey as a typical 19-year-old, but disastrous events will push her into a darkly magical world where she'll learn who she really is.
Dude, this game has such a unique graphical style.
An ancient magical power that redefines her trajectory in life.
The land itself chooses Hazel as a weaver. Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into a deeper reality, the grand tapestry. Weavers can see the fabric binding our worlds, connecting people, nature, and echoes of the past.
Keep those hands to yourself.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power, she reweaves these stigmas and mends the afflicted creatures she encounters.
Dude, what does this remind me of?
As Hazel discovers her power, the world gradually shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures from old folktales actually exist.
Right, like where you destroy like the evil, the plants and stuff, grow back?
Among them is good old Catfish.
I'm thinking something else.
The storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weaver thing and help me down?
I'm like, dude, how are you alive out of the water?
Marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help Hazel progress on a journey.
As her journey unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
Combat
this game
is
looks
about
interesting.
understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as
I'm still kind of reeling off a Ninja Gaiden.
the manifestations of corruption Hazel encounters.
These haints trap Hazel in combat until she unravels them, destroying them in the process.
Each haint has its own unique moveset, strengths, and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example, the slug burrows on the ground and unleashes devastating strikes from afar. While
the enemies look
Ravager
pretty cool.
closes the distance.
We ain't really get a look at enemies in the last trailer they
Hazel
showed.
encounter these threats with agile melee abilities.
Except for that giant alligator.
Combos, jump attacks, and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because aints have powerful defensive abilities.
You really like these enemies gang up on you,
to gaining the upper end
they will start wearing you out because you can't keep your eye on all of them.
And weave are some of the spells at your disposal
Push,
that
pull,
give
weave.
you a tactical advantage during a fight. Timing is everything. Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos, push them back to interrupt and stun their attack. Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing multiple types of opponents at the same time.
I'd give this a shot.
Once near death, enemies can be
Like, I'm not, like, real big on it
their core and setting
yet.
them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of providing health boosts and reducing ability cooldowns.
It's like one of them situations where like you gotta play it for yourself to really get a
and keep on chaining
feel for it. Like just looking at it doesn't really
in the game, she unlocks new moves and
do much.
improved abilities, and you'll have to decide which areas to prioritize. The upgrades will change how you approach combat, like enhancing area of effect attacks, or refining push and pull skills to improve precision and make them feel more rewarding. The combat system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks, landing precise strikes, and unraveling enemies.
You mind if I take a look around?
You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of
see
$1.
every place, huh?
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll explore multiple regions, each
Ooh,
ruled
I
by
like
a
the
mythical
world.
creature with their own Southern Gothic history. You'll gradually uncover the backstories
that's
of these
cool looking.
beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy. Their secrets waiting
They
to
were
be
an alligator.
discovered. As a weaver, Hazel heals these creatures by collecting fragments of haunted memories. We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander it. From the atmospheric
Yeah, the worlds
environment
look cool.
to unique music
Like the
themes
environments?
composed for each one. While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific
Ooh, that's
thematic.
cool.
These encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity.
That look cool. That look really good.
As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside the fight. Whether it's Two-Toed Tom or
The boss
Hugging
fights
Mom,
like that. Dude, this boss
each
right
of
here
these
looks
larger-than-life
wild.
creatures is inspired by Southern folklore and lead to climactic battles.
The boss fights like they'll be like
We got
something
a long journey
like they're
ahead.
unique to play.
South of Midnight unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel, you'll travel through a tapestry of Saturn-inspired landscapes.
Girl, I like how smooth it is, but at the same
From
time her
abysmal
motion is
swamps
like
to flooded
almost stop motion.
farmlands.
But it's still
to the
moving like really
Appalachian
smooth. It's kind of hard to explain.
In our magical
really
South,
unique how they pulled that off.
decaying buildings reclaimed by nature stand moments away from a hungry Rugal. And as Hazel delves deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
The history, landscape, and folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and haint blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits. The Way to the Past emerges as central themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive. As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here. All those
Who does he look like?
This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our Moody Compulsion signature style. But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation.
Yeah.
Which allows our team to bring a distinct personality
That's
and
so
tone
wild.
into every prop and character.
Everything else moves smooth, but the characters have that little
interpretation.
That little.
We embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a fantastical Deep South.
At Compulsion Games, we love to craft around central themes. We're lucky to have talent across all our disciplines that collaborate to give South of Midnight such a unique personality. We hope you enjoy.
The developers
this
they have so much fun making some of these games.
We're thrilled to announce that the game will launch on April 8th, and pre-orders are now available on Xbox and Steam.
That's why I don't like when I hear like developers like going through like crunch and stuff like that. April 8th. That's actually not far at all, dude. Like going through crunch and stuff like that, and like having their employees like pretty much like forcing them to do, like, dude, just let them have a good time making a game. Cause the game suffers when you like start pressuring people. The game ends up suffering some way or another. Just let people have fun, take their time, and make it the way that they want it to be made. And the game will be so much better off when it like, finally comes out.
Bonjour everyone. We are Sunfall Interactive.
Guillaume.
Welcome to our nano.
Roche?
We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Oh yeah, Expedition 33!
It's a turn-based RPG set in a fantasy version of late 19th
this
century
looks cool.
France.
Here we are.
I don't mind a good turn-based.
Our adventure in game development actually started as a solo passion project. I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved.
Yeah.
But that fully leveraged the latest tech.
Damn, Edge Magazine, I seen one forever.
With new features and took place in a compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic battle camera system. Things really clicked when we tested the first version of those features. We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when he described the project, I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that, defined by three core elements. A story with great emotional depth, gameplay that innovates on the classics we love, and a world that is completely original, beautiful, and immersive. We founded Sunfall Interactive on these tenets. A group of friends with a shared vision and the drive to make something great.
The music! Dude, I love old school like turn-based style RPGs. Like Final Fantasy and Legend of Dragoon and stuff like that.
Core to every great RPG is a compelling story.
And that's the game they need to bring
Guillaume
back.
And I spent 4 years
Legend of Dragoon?
intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook. 67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year, that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition
That's such a wild
33.
concept. It'd be even crazier if it was like a random number.
We honor your dedication.
Guillaume and I knew early on that we didn't want to focus on good versus evil. What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other. And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature, with adult characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
The heart of the story is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships.
I want to know where the paintress came from.
And to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
Like, who is this paintress?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate?
Why does she have the power to erase life like
to each other or
I'll be thinking too deep into it.
These questions are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustave, are you real?
No.
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. With a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
Just need the foot. Aha!
The man talks.
He's very, very old.
Oh, that's cool.
And has seen many expeditions come and go. He is a Jest Troll, which are a group of playful beings who view battle as a form of meditation.
Dude, the combat, like the animations in the combat look so
You'll
good.
Meet Monoko and many other Jest Trolls across the game.
Bonjour.
And of course, there is Eskier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Eskier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world. And if you bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities to new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really connect with.
In addition to a strong narrative, we had a clear vision for our own take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction.
Oh, it's just like Legend of Dragoon.
Greater intensity and dynamism.
But you gotta like time the hits.
During enemy turns, you can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time.
You need to bring Legend of Dragoon back.
But balancing turn-based
dodging and stuff, that's new.
mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways you can customize your character.
I think you got a lot as far as like upgrading your skills and stuff like that.
We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game. Each character has a unique
think of like the old school RPGs
between stances, which can
you didn't have all that stuff like that. It was just like level up.
Power.
Each person learned their own abilities once they leveled up to a certain point.
The group, but I'm pretty much the only
This
one
you can
at
actually
the studio
customize how they level up.
Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustave's complementary skills. The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than 20
That'll make my head
skills
spin flipping through all of that stuff.
and hundreds of passive effects. They can gain through Lumina and weapons. So there are a ton of builds and playstyle to explore. Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
Hold on.
story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestrel Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized,
it looks bizarre.
Chaos everywhere,
Oh, it was breakdancing.
Unsafe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrels are like. The Gestrel Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrels, or forgotten wooden toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in.
Hidden from danger, but you didn't show a spike pit.
Monoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur, with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
Ow!
Definitely a Gestrel.
For Eske, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs.
What made you think of
that?
it?
The core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
Like, I get the balloon part, but what?
From the very start of the project, there was one
Where'd the
thing
Victorian
we absolutely
pillowcase
wanted to bring back from older
play?
JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map. And it was a real challenge to create, both artistically and technically. And it ended up a lot bigger than we expected. You'll definitely need Eske's help.
If you're getting like random battles, damn, that's a big area.
We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
I love like being able to explore and like go to all these different hidden spots and stuff like that.
This game for the past
also like random battles
years.
as well. Because I used to do it on old Final Fantasies.
We're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox
Another
Series X and
April
S
game, dude!
And is available day one with Xbox Game Pass. You can already wishlist the game and follow us for more info.
We are super excited to invite you into the world of Expedition 33. We are a small, passionate team. It's
I'll get back to what I was saying in a
and we
second.
can't wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
I'm playing that. But like I was saying, I also like random battles. So like, we used to do like the old Final Fantasy games. It's just like run around and just fight stuff just to get stronger. Just to keep getting experience and stuff like that. Here we go. Dude, I know they have fun over at id, man. I need that in my house.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas.
Let me get that whole statue.
Software, where more than 30 years ago, a
I know id
small
was based
team
out
of
of
game
Texas.
developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise.
Yes, sir.
It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet.
Doom Dark Ages, baby!
This is Doom the Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
The gunshots were on beat. Woo!
In Doom the Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
Yes, sir!
set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016. And that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience.
Doom 2016.
So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with
Doom 2016 was so good. Doom Eternal was amazing.
In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast.
The super
a
shotgun.
Grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Dude, I love the Captain America shield throw.
And a balance between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again, just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw.
Shield Saw.
Block. Throw. Parry. Deflect. All from one input. It's contextual. Tons of depth on a single
All that
button
guy
press.
sticks in him, dude.
You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience.
So can you only get parry to green?
Run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was
projectiles.
Jump and shoot. And in Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Yeah, you're going face to face.
And the Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created at id.
Oh, it looks so cool.
Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to
follow
so that
up green
that
is the flick.
Parry with.
Whoa,
How about
parry.
an iron flail? Or maybe an electrified gauntlet. Or even a Doom spiked mace.
Ooh.
That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system.
Oh?
From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing.
Okay.
You feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom. And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
Yeah, that's that weapon that like grinds up skulls.
That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns. And Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created.
Oh, it arcs electricity between it? Okay. Dude, how much crazier can you get with Doom guns?
Ancient. Brutal torture machines built to butcher.
I swear, if this game come out
and shred the minions
in freaking April, I know it don't. It's probably gonna be like fall or something like that.
Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Dude, between this and Ninja Gaiden, man, this is already a good show. The boy tried to run away. Woo! Wait, what? You can use it like a grapple too? Okay, so it is the green, like when the green shots come at you, you can deflect those. Not all of them. Kind of remind me of Cuphead a little bit. And a big boy.
And under the hood, for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders
you can
that will
customize
allow
it.
players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down
or speed them up. It's a Doom for all.
Wow, you can even increase the game speed. What
and the gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlan, which is a mech.
They showed it briefly in like the original trailer.
Powerful, and you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in.
This game's gonna be so cool.
The combat systems behind these features are deep and tons of fun. And as cool as all
grinded
that is,
him
we know
up.
that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages. Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes.
The Doom has always been great with like their settings.
And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash your way through.
You know they still might have like secret spots. See, he just said secrets. Never mind.
There's always something new waiting to be discovered.
I'm gonna say, you know, it's gonna be like a lot of secret stuff to find.
Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls.
It's like a
seeking
flying
out
ship.
Targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with.
I remember them brain dudes, man.
With any gun you choose.
They weren't playing around in freaking Doom Eternal. Them brain things were a
Explore
pain.
what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game.
Look how many
Discovering
enemies.
secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources. You control the pace of the game. Where you go, who you fight, and the objectives you pursue.
Bro, I
it's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet. And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete. And speaking of that legend, the story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power
he was wild looking. You saw his head
shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players.
I love how the shield just magnetically attaches to his gauntlet, dude. That's so cool.
And into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience
their studio
that's as
looks
fun to
cool.
play as it was to
I love
make.
how it's set up. Wolfenstein!
And make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom: The Dark Ages releases...
That team is... May, dude! We got 2 games coming out in April, and now we got one in May? And Ninja Gaiden holding down fall? You bro.
I cannot move. This is so like
You will
yes,
feel
sir.
the super weapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
All of Hazel's powers are designed around textile crafting.
I'm gonna play South of Midnight.
The combat system is built around chaining attacks and unraveling enemies.
It looks interesting.
Our reactive turn
I'm definitely gonna play Expedition 33,
which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism.
This one right here. This one shocked me the most. I did not know they were working on a Ninja Gaiden 4. All with Game Pass. Dude, good stuff, Microsoft. Good show. Good solid show. Good solid show. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this Xbox Developer Direct 2025. Put down in the comments, what did you guys think about it? Or what games are you guys most looking forward to? Ninja Gaiden 4 is at the top of my list. Okay, that's good. Doom, The Dark Ages is right behind it. Then Expedition 33, and then South of Midnight. All 4 games look solid. But Doom and Ninja Gaiden? And Doom coming out in May? I was expecting them to say something like October. Something like that. Which is probably going to be like around Ninja Gaiden. It's probably going to be like the October, November-ish. Man. And we still got other games coming. Like, Monster Hunter Wilds and stuff like that. Like... Alright guys, that's going to do it for this reaction. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video or the next gameplay I put up. Until then, love you all. Love yourselves, love each other. See you in the next one. Peace.